as you know, tomorrow is a very big
Rapunzel,
day.
look in that mirror. You know what I see? I see a strong, confident, beautiful young lady. Oh, look, you're here too. I'm just teasing. Stop taking everything so seriously.
Okay, so Mother, as I was saying, tomorrow
Rapunzel,
is...
Mother's feeling a little run down. Would you sing for me, dear? Then we'll talk.
Oh, of course, Mother.
Hello, Sanesters. This is Movie Review Justin, and this is Psychology in Movies, where we talk about psychology concepts and try to find great examples of ways to explain them from movies. And today we are talking about the concept of narcissistic manipulation from the 2010 film Tangled, and using Mother Gothel as our example. Some people might think narcissistic manipulation is a theme too complicated or too dark for a children's movie, but they are actually fairly common in Disney, with the long heritage going back to Cinderella, The Little Mermaid, and now Tangled. Cartoon movies directed at young boys tend to be about believing in yourself and the willingness to try difficult or seemingly impossible goals, whereas cartoon movies directed at young girls tend to be about trusting yourself and not letting people or the world manipulate you through appealing to your sense of niceness. Great movies like Tangled encourage young people, particularly girls, to still be nice, but develop autonomy. But we will have to save what autonomy is for a later video. For right now, we are talking about narcissistic manipulation. And narcissistic manipulation is whenever someone is devious and underhanded to control and isolate the people around them. They can give false information, try to undermine the confidence or self-esteem of vulnerable people, often under the false guise of protecting them or looking out for their best interest, but really to take advantage of them or exploit them in some form or another. And they are also notorious for isolating others from the outside world so that the person being manipulated is less likely to think for themselves or resist the manipulations. Mother Gothel is a perfect example of narcissistic manipulation. She lies to Rapunzel to isolate her from her actual family and says mean and hurtful things to undermine Rapunzel's confidence in herself. Mother Gothel is doing this deliberately so Rapunzel is less likely to feel as if she's ready to think for herself yet. And the reason why Mother Gothel is acting this way is because she is greedy and wants to keep Rapunzel's magical powers all to herself. She is also dismissive of Rapunzel's feelings and tries to hide her mean-spirited remarks as simply jokes, or tells Rapunzel she is too sensitive. Unfortunately, many people and institutions can take advantage of people's innate desire to be good by telling them that they are flawed and broken, and only the manipulator can save them or has their best interest at heart. This is manipulation. And the reason we say that it's narcissistic is because when people do things only caring about themselves and not how it will affect others, that's narcissism. We must always do our best to be aware and care about how our actions will affect others, as well as always try to tell the truth. Two things narcissists don't do. Narcissistic manipulation can have very negative effects. It can cause people to feel they have to be literally perfect to be seen or appreciated, thus causing perfectionism. It can also cause people to be way too hard on themselves over little things that maybe aren't even their fault. It can cause a person to have low self-image, low self-esteem, or have a lot of negative emotions about themselves while they search for the nurturing that they need. And it can cause people to be too afraid to try new things because they are afraid they will do it wrong. It can cause so many issues. All humans need to be nurtured to some degree. We all have gifts and talents to share with the world, and so we want to feel comfortable and safe to share our gifts. But in order to do that, we all have basic wants and needs that need to be met so we can be our best selves. That is why we always want to nurture each other's uniqueness and embrace what makes each of us special and different. Narcissistic manipulation and abuse is a complex topic with literally thousands of resources to help you understand, recover, and break any negative patterns the narcissist has left you with, even after they may have gone. But here at Psychology in Movies, let's try and keep it simple. Always remember that you are allowed to think for yourself and have your own opinions. Always understand that even when you disagree with people, you can still have dignity and be respectful. If you've been mean or disrespectful before, admit it and stop it. but that doesn't mean you have to be friends or make up with anybody that you don't want to. You can still choose to go your own way. And always remember that making mistakes is part of being human, and it's not healthy to try and be perfect. Just try and be the best version of you. And most importantly, remember it's not unkind or mean to have your own wants, needs, preferences, or opinions. There's more than enough opportunity and resources for all of us to be able to pursue our own hobbies, interests, or self-care. This has been Movie Review Justin reminding you to stay healthy and informed. Thank you for watching and come back soon.